The High Priestess as your underlying, you're talking about things that you're not aware of, right? And it's not necessarily deceptive. Some of you may be bottling some things up and not, expressing that, especially in terms of your emotions. But I also think that there may be some things coming out that you weren't aware of, and that may kind of cause some issues. But, absolutely needing to pay attention to your intuition, right, with the High Priestess. But you come into this with the Five of Pentacles, and this is where I kind of feel like where the underlying is playing in here, because you may feel like you're not in the know when it comes to them. They are definitely communicating to you here with the Page of Wands, but because there are things that you know are going on and they're not telling you, you may feel like you're not really, involved. It's not that you're not invested. It's, it's not, and it's not like the Page of Swords. The thing is the communication with the Page of Wands on their side, right? They want to have a connection with you. They want to have that communication. The problem is that you may be a little bit put off because there's something that you know that they're not telling you. Okay. And it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Now, moving out of that though, if this information does come out and they do reveal that to you, or you may have felt like you didn't know, it may kind of help open the door for you to just say, okay, let's go with the Knight of Wands, right? Now, you may be looking at this person though as somebody who is, constantly in and out on you, because with the Two of Wands, for them, it's like they're looking at different possibilities. It's planning on acting on something here, wanting to act toward the relationship here, but are they being, for Christ's sakes, consistent? I swear to God, I know how to talk. But anyway, I do think though that there is a part of you that still very much has a passion for this person, and you're willing to move forward despite the fact that there may be some things that you're not aware of. But my problem is them. Why is it that they're not acting? And if they are acting in a certain way, what bothers me even more is the fact that they're coming in with the Seven of Cups. You're showing the Page of Cups. There are new emotions that are coming through to you now based on the passion, the connection, the communication initially, right? Your feelings are like changing. And they're new. And you may definitely be communicating that, but their fantasy is somewhere else. I think that they have a different expectation as far as, what's going to happen in the end, or what is happening, period, within this relationship. But where they come out at, definitely there's going to be some disagreements with the both of you, especially if you open up and express how you've been feeling, if you've been the one keeping that to yourself. Okay. And that may be because of, fear of rejection here from the past, which is possible with that Five of Pentacles. But I feel like they're talking to you, they're communicating to you, but you know that there's something that they're not exactly telling you. And it may be based on, what they think is going to happen or what they're wanting to do. They may not want to get like fully involved here. They don't know what the hell they want, and that's the problem with the Seven of Cups. Justice coming out. Now, I look at this as a total, but I also look at where it's landing here with justice being on your side. This is, some things need to be corrected here and need to be understood. Now, with the King of Cups being in the middle, there's not a whole lot of open communication when it comes to, their emotions, I think. Now, this could be the person you're dealing with, male, female, water, I don't care. But, normally here, the King of Cups is going to be about emotional support, becoming emotionally available to you, right? But how that plays out isn't what you had expected or what they thought was going to happen, and that is what bothers me a little bit here. Now, for some of you, it may be that, they become more supportive here and a little bit more open as far as what they're wanting. But my problem is justice and the Five of Wands, right? Things needing to be corrected here, especially in regards to how you guys are feeling and what you're not knowing or what you're not aware of, right? And that may be causing the miscommunication though too. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So, I think that some of you definitely may be feeling a little bit insecure when it comes to this person. But then I also feel like there's a part of you that's kind of like, once you know Once you know, I think that there may be a little bit more of a feeling of security for you when it comes to them. So Judgment, this is definitely some shit coming up from the past here, especially with death, that just should not have been brought up, but for some reason you're having to look at it. But I think it's because of them, because they're not really acting, and what they're acting toward isn't realistic here with the Seven of Cups. And that's where the disagreement is coming through. Now, you know, for you, again, there are things from the past, though, that you know that there's something up, but you don't really know. And then, you know, it's like not wanting to be, you know, left out of what is going on with this person, how they're feeling, you know, what they're thinking about, things like that. But this is definitely a situation here from the past that needs to be over. Now, with you, though, after this, you're not really happy with what they're giving you, especially in terms of communication. They're not really explaining some of the things that, you know, may be coming up for you, that you're wanting to be corrected, to be fair and balanced here so that we can move on, right? But you're not happy. You're not happy with what they're giving you here with the Six of Pentacles. And that's where I kind of feel like there may be some insecurity. But the thing is what they do give you, you know, everything eventually is going to come out in the open, right? That's where it's leading to. Some of you may not be happy with, you know, what is being given to you. It's not something that you expected to hear, or, you know, you didn't expect this to come from this person. But, you know, with the Sun, again, everything is being made clear. But then not only that, you know, I think that they're being clear with you on how they feel. I do think that they do have plans on moving forward. I just think that there may be a lot of inconsistency with them because they don't know what they want. They don't know how they feel. You know, and that may be where a lot of the disagreement is coming in, or misunderstanding as far as where the relationship is going. But, you know, it looks like coming out on this, there's definitely the potential to kind of correct these issues and get past this misunderstanding and see things for what they really are here. But that's going to be up to them. They're the ones that need to clarify things for you. All right. There may definitely be some differences between the two of you as far as, you know, how a relationship should go. And that's kind of what I feel like here. The Ten of Wands and the High Priestess. Again, you know, this is secrets, things that you're not aware of, hidden information here. When I look at the Ten of Wands, I think of two people who are hooking up to relieve pressure, to relieve a burden, right? But it's not really anything after that. You're just doing your thing here. But somebody is holding on to something and not being open about, you know, what they're wanting here. Because with the Seven of Swords, there's no other connection other than this. You know, you're not talking, you're not, you know, connecting here. There's like nothing after this, right? But, you know, this encounter, this initial encounter, you know, you're like, there are some things that you're keeping to yourself about it. And you may feel bad because you're not getting the attention that you want from them. It's like they completely shut down after that initial contact. It's like, I don't even see you. You know, and for some of you, you may feel really bad, like you're not getting what you wanted out of this or what you thought was going to happen. But that's because, you know, you're kind of keeping that to yourself, though. Now, the thing is, though, is how you move out of this is so different. The Three of Pentacles is talking about warmth and romance being brought into a relationship, needing to be a little bit more loving, needing to be a little bit more warm and open. But then you have the World. The World is about feeling complete, having a relationship that makes you feel whole. You know, and is it because somebody finally sees and finally understands, you know, I'm sorry that I didn't know, I'm sorry that I didn't recognize, you know, let me open up, right? But it starts with this initial contact that doesn't really go anywhere after that. But then all of a sudden, you know, and then the Four of Swords. All right, so here's the thing. You can't force this to happen. Okay, somebody is definitely not comfortable with the way the relationship started. Okay, but, you know, I don't think that somebody else even saw that, or they were oblivious to it. You know, and I think for you, it's you're not happy about it. This relationship cannot go back to what it was. The problem is that somebody may be being a little bit more open here, but it's like they're forcing themselves to. So, you know, and that may be the issue here. I would just be careful, Taurus, with who you're dealing with. And you will know, because if the relationship starts in this way where you don't really feel comfortable with this, but you're doing it anyway, you know, this person, whoever you're dealing with here, in the end is going to feel like they're forcing themselves to be more open and more loving to you. You know, this relationship may make you feel good and it may make you feel complete, but with the Four of Swords, right, you can't force those types of things to happen. And somebody may feel like they're trying to force themselves to do this. And it may be because they feel bad. They feel bad for the way that they may have treated you. But that's not really fair to you, though, either. And then the Ace of Wands. All right, all right. So for some of you, you know, you may be feeling a little bit, I don't want to say insecure, but your self-esteem may be hurting just a little bit. When you're looking at the Page of Wands, you're talking about needing to look beyond appearances. Okay, so this is like, you know, it's not like, it kind of has the Five of Swords feeling to this, where some of you may be trying to overcome your feelings of inadequacy, you know, hoping that this person can see past what you view as your flaws. Okay, but there's nothing wrong with you here. You know, you're a beautiful, perfect woman. I mean, with the Empress being there, yes, right? This is about you needing to feel good about yourself. But, you know, is your self-esteem like lacking a little bit here? With the Queen of Wands, though, in the Star, it looks like you move into a place where you start to feel a little bit better about who you are. Absolutely. I mean, everything around this is saying to you, you're an awesome person, right? Especially if you're a female. Now, if you're a male, you know, you may be being tempted here by, you know, another female, but I don't see third-party situations here. I think that for you, you need to be, if you're a male dealing with a female, you need to be a little bit more like, yes, you know, you're beautiful. I think that you're awesome. I'm definitely attracted to you, because I think that that's what the females are needing right now, you know, because we're looking at healing each other, right? Now, the Fool. The Fool is definitely, you know, taking a new path, getting away from negativity, you know, possibly taking a new path entirely in a relationship. And then the Ten of Swords. All right. Okay, so, oh boy. With the Queen of Cups, let's start here, right? We're definitely talking about love. You know, somebody loves you. They love you, and you love them, right? But can they look past certain things? You may be dealing with somebody that may have difficulty looking past certain things when it comes to you. And I worry that some of you may be taking it a little bit personally here. Now, moving into this, you know, self-esteem here, needing to feel good about yourself, needing to heal some issues when it comes to how you're seeing yourself. With the Seven of Cups, it is up to the other person here. You're wanting to get back to this. Right? The Seven of Cups is fantasizing about, you know, the way things were here, especially with that Page of Wands, where, you know, that wasn't an issue, you know, but it's not happening here. And I think that some of you are like wanting to move on here and possibly call an end to a relationship where you may not feel like you're being loved the way you used to, which is very possible here. Very possible. The Ten of Swords is definitely the painful ending, not being able to get over the pain, right? But the thing is that the Ace of Wands is there. So if you do decide to move on, and you do decide to move on to a relationship that, you know, you may have been fantasizing about, which is possible, where you can heal some issues, where there may be some self-esteem things going on, right? It's going to be difficult. Somebody's definitely going to get hurt or feel hurt here. But, you know, there is a new opportunity. Now, this could be, I'm breaking up with you, but then you get back together, which is possible here. But it's all going to be based on the way that you're viewing yourself, especially the females,